What's good, everybody? It's your boy 313J-Mo here with another video for all of my Lions and Detroit fans and Detroit football fans. Now, we have a couple things I want to talk about and I want to harp on. That's Corey Undlin will be calling the plays, Yannick to Minnesota, and Amani Oruwariye looks to be the day one starter. Now, we've been hearing this in camp a lot. Amani Oruwariye has been shining. Okudah has been up and down. And Matt Patricia recently just talked about it. He said Okudah still has a lot to work on and he's a ways away. And this is not something that I'm really surprised with, considering what was going on with the pandemic. Like, it was no rookie mini camp, no OTAs. It's just a lot of things that you usually would do that, you know, cannot be done now because of the pandemic. So when I'm looking at that, somebody who already knows the system like Amani Oruwariye, I'm not surprised. Now, I said this first on the roundtable. I said Amani is gonna take be the day one starter. People, you know, call me crazy, and I was just looking at the fact that at this point, Amani is a better corner than Okudah, and I know Okudah is supposed to be this generational talent and this generational guy, but who's to say that he can't be that guy? He's sitting behind somebody, you know, while we get rid of Trufant. This year is just a really unusual. That's why I said I'm lowering my expectations for all of the rookies. If any of the rookies do well, great. I have high faith in guys like Cephas and Jonah and Huntley, Okwara, all of Swift, all of the guys. But if they don't do anything, or if the rotations is a certain way, I'm not going to trip, considering that this is a year where the rookies, really, you got guys coming straight out of college, going straight to training camp for a few weeks, and they just thrown into the fire. They're not going to be ready. But it just depends, man. Amani is really good. I think Okudah will be ready by mid-season. We just gonna bring him along slowly, just like we did Amani Oruwariye. I thought Amani Oruwariye as a rookie could have went, thrown into the fire. He probably would have got cooked a lot, but we had Rashawn Melvin out there, and then we brought Amani along once things happened with the season. So I think we're doing the same type of thing. And Amani's been balling. He's earned his spot. Like, he was the guy. He was the reason I didn't want to, get Okudah, because I thought we already had a number one corner. But now you can put Okudah on the other side, which will work out. I don't have a problem with a corner, like the hardest position to learn in the NFL besides tight end and quarterback. Developing. Most corners have to develop. Not all. Some come year one, hit the ground running. Some don't. I'm not going to overreact to it, but I can understand both sides of this, really, because it might have been better to just draft an O-lineman or take Isaiah Simmons or something if your cornerback wouldn't start. But TJ Hockenson did not start either, but he did get a lot of playing time. We saw what he did in his first game and just the amount of reps he got, but he didn't start either. But we know with cornerbacks, that's a completely different situation. Now, let's move on to the fact that Corey Undlin will be calling the plays. Now, when I made my Corey Undlin is the perfect DC, a great DC for the Detroit Lions, and he's going to have an impact. I've been saying it. I think Corey Undlin will call like 30, maybe 40% of the plays, but it's been confirmed by Matt Patricia and Corey Undlin today that Corey Undlin will be calling the plays. And Corey Undlin literally said this: I'm going to call the play, and if he don't like it, then we'll change it. Otherwise, I'm just calling the play. So he's the guy that's going to be calling the plays, and I do like that because it will let me know we'll be blitzing. I don't know what Matt Patricia will do, but I know Corey Undlin will blitz more. So that's one thing that we won't have to worry about. But I want them to have a collaborative effort building their defense. I don't think it should just be one guy's team, considering that Matt Patricia isn't some seasoned coach with a philosophy that's proven to win. So he might need to share some ideas or let somebody else, actually be the defensive coordinator, so he can focus on being the head coach and the defensive coordinator like Bill Belichick does. No matter what you want to say, Matt Patricia was coaching those defenses, and Bill Belichick oversee, and it looks like that Patricia is going to let his coaches coach. He let Darrell Bevell coach the offense. Bevell controls the entire offense, so he let him do that, and I think that's something that's going to continue. Now the Vikings got Yannick Ngakoue. Man, I don't like this. Hey, y'all heard me say it. Make a power move. Go all in. When are y'all gonna push y'all chips to the table and say, we believe in our team over everybody else as we putting it on the line? The Vikings are doing it. You know, other teams have done it before. I mean, Yannick is a very expensive. I think it's like a $13 million for this year. And then he's just a rental and you'll have to re-sign him. But I think the Vikings don't care. The Vikings see an opportunity just like us Lions fans feel we have an opportunity. They're like, look at this division. It's all weak. They like, we still got Kirk Cousins. Dalvin Cook is on some other stuff. But they like, we still got Cousins. And we got something on offense to maybe be able to score 20, 24 points a game. All we need is the defense to just be good enough and we can be very competitive. And they went out and they revamped their whole defense. There's a lot of young guys over there, but they also added in some veterans. And so the division is not going to be easy, and they just made the power move that we don't want to make. We don't never want to boss up. And I'm not saying this is the specific power move that we have to make. People always say that it's not this move or clowning. It's just do something that's going to make a serious impact to your team besides just the norm. You add talent, and you add talent to players that will give you depth as well. It's just about adding more talented players on your football team. The more talented players on your football team, the better off you'll be, in my eyes, when you have a quarterback like us. Like, the more talent you put around Stafford on defense, it doesn't matter if it doesn't perfectly gel together. You know, the more talent you put on that defense, the better off we're going to be. You know, 11-win team with the best defense we had, and the offense wasn't even that good that year. So imagine a stacked offense and a defense that was pretty solid. So the Vikings are making the power moves that we're too afraid to make. Now, I don't know if it's going to turn out well for them or not. No one knows. But the fact that they're doing it shows me that they care about winning, and they see an opening in the division that they want to take advantage of. The Lions are going to have to find a way to match up against this now, because they matching up with us and some of the other teams. The Lions are gonna have to find a way to adapt and to deal with this, because our O-linemen, man, you know how the Vikings do against Stafford too, so it's something that we'll have to watch. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about Corey Undlin calling the play. Let me know what you think about Amani, Oruwariye, like probably going to be the starter besides True Font. And let me know what you think about the Vikings getting Yannick. It's a lot of things going on in the football world. Football is supposed to be in 2 weeks. Well, if the season starts, wow. We'll see what happens. It's your boy, 313J Mo.